All right, here we are, Roulette Legends. So this is the deck that I came up with from the restrictions that the beautiful and wonderful wheel hath giveth me. So to go over those restrictions again really quickly, it had to be a tri-color deck. So we chose Abzan as our color combination. It had to be all rares and mythics, so the deck is entirely rares and mythics except for the basic lands. No instants and sorceries, and all multicolors. So there are no monocolored cards in the deck. Every card is 2 or more colors. And, you know, this was honestly a challenge. It took me a while to figure out what color combination to go with that would have the best multicolored cards that had any kind of synergy with each other. Thankfully, I've built decks like this in the past, and Rotodrobic came to mind, since there are a lot of sacrifice strategies, and honestly, with having to make it all rares and mythics and all multicolored, a lot of the cards that fit that category were already legendary creatures, so we kind of got shoehorned into a legendary theme a little bit, but I leaned into it as best as I could. We are playing as non-legendary creatures some Seraphic Steeds and some Severance Priests, but Seraphic Steed is nice because we have several 3-drops that have 4 or more power that can immediately saddle it, as well as a bunch of decent 4-drops that can do the trick. We've got some sack outlets in Eily and Zahur to help go with Rotodrobic. And then another interesting little thing that we can do is with Severance Priest. If we have a Comball Profiteering Mayor on the field, we can Severance Priest a card out of our opponent's hand, and if they happen to remove this, then we get a copy of the token as well, which is pretty sweet. Felithar works pretty nicely in a deck like this, where if we happen to have a Rotodrobic on the field, if we play Felithar and then follow it up with Rotodrobic, we can sacrifice something, get a copy of it, put counters on everything, and it's really nice. It's pretty cool that we get to play Wiltleaf Legion in this deck. It does pump up most of the creatures in this deck: Malira, Seraphic Steed, Wily, Tristani, Felithar, Severance Priest. All of those cards get buffed +2/+2, and then the rest of the cards get buffed at least +1/+1. And it's nice tech against Pixie, which is pretty big in the meta right now. So we're going to be playing this on the Mythic Ladder and trying to get some cohesive wins out of this. I mean, the deck doesn't feel awful. Like, that could have been a lot worse given the restrictions. So we'll probably be able to eke out a few wins, but I'm not sure if we're going to be breaking the Mythic Ladder or anything. And please let me know in the comments too, what restrictions would you put on a deck in the future for my future deck roulettes? I want to know what kinds of things that you'd like to see me have on my wheel of restrictions for my deck building. So drop a comment below. Let's get into it. All right, it's our first game with our absolutely jank roulette deck. Let's see if we can win. Well, we've got a decent curve here. It's not terrible. This is difficult. Like, the not being able to play any instants or sorceries means we can't play any removal. And that is rough. I think I'm going to get a white here. Meticulous Archive. Let's go ahead and play Zahur. And then we're missing out on a bunch of good legendaries that we could be playing that are monocolored. So having to stick to multicolored really made things difficult for us. Authority of the Consuls. I wonder what they could be playing. I think we play Felithar here. Decline. Alenda will be nice with the hexproof from instance, so it should dodge a lot of removal. Guess it depends on if this is traditional control or Omni. Fountain Port. Split up, huh? Land can go. Split up is annoying. See if they have another one. Stock up. Split up, stock up. All the ups. What's up, dog? Severance Priest. We'll keep that on top. We might be able to just ride this Alenda to victory with this Plaza. As Menace. Well, I can actually play Zahur and still keep up Plaza, so I think we're going to do that. They could have Sunfall, but it's more likely that they have split ups and Day of Judgments in hand. Alright, opponent's going to double block. It's going to make Alenda a 10-10 though, which means we have lethal next turn if they can't do something about this. Sunfall would be very unfortunate, but who knows? Maybe we're going to eke out our first win right away. It'd be pretty sweet. Oh, look at that! First chance! First try! What? Alright, game number 2. Got a bit of a... Well, I mean, it wasn't super lucky. Like, our opponent removed a lot of our stuff, and I think us just having the Plaza to back up Alenda for the whole game was rough for them. This is a little slow, but we're on the play. I'm going to try it. Yeah, that's fine. We'll play the Fable Passage on 4. Conduit Pylon. So probably Omni. That seems like a very Omni. No, never mind. What are they playing? So, green, black. What are the odds they play something that makes a token this turn? I think I'm going to play Glissa. What could they have? They don't have black mana right now. Okay, I was going to say, what removal could they have? Now they have black mana. Now the Glissa goes away. They discard an Atali. That's a problem. That's a freaking problem. Alright. Well, we're going to lose to Reanimator, I guess, this time. Oh man, that's not even fair. Like we... Yep. Unless he really whiffs here. Bitter Triumph. What do you get off us? Combo? Naga Fleshcrafter. Yeah, alright. Well, we can't play anything. There are no good multicolor cards other than Cease Assist that deal with Graveyard, and we can't play Cease Assist, so. Alright, game 3, Mana Burnt. Let's see if we can have a little bit more of a fair game this time. We go first, but 2 lands is rough. This is better. We'll put back Alenda, I guess. Get down the cottage. I mean, this is an okay curve. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I guess it depends on what they're playing, what we play now. Case of the Uneaten Feast. Alright, so Glissa is probably going to be the best play. So we want to get rid of that. Johnny's Pride Mate. Yeah, Glissa's definitely going to be the play here. No attacks, just in case he plays Shelter by Ghost. We want to still have a blocker. Let's hope that's not what happens. I'd like to play Sheltered by Ghost in my deck, but guess what? It's monocolored, so we can't play that in our deck. It looks like he's got it. Or some kind of removal of some kind. That was a very redundant sentence. Some kind of removal of some kind. Yeah. Okay, well, at least he can't attack. Get Rog monster is pretty sweet. Alright, Tristani. I could have given it Vigilance. That was bad of me. I haven't played Tristani in a long time, so I forgot it only costs 1 mana to get Vigilance. You look at me, I'm having to relearn cards again. Our opponent's like, what do Death Touch on field? They play a Swamp. Play an Essence Channeler. Grow the Essence Channeler and the Pride Mate. Go for the Throat. Okay. Still can't attack. Oh, another Glissa. Very nice. All right. Well, every creature he plays is going to grow his Pride Mate and stuff, but with Glissa on the field, if he doesn't have another removal spell, he can't get through. Ditches the Bat. Another Pride Mate, sure. Yep. Everything gets bigger. Oh, man, and giving... Oh, this is brutal. Giving the Glissa Vigilance? What? Now we're guaranteed to hit? There you go. You got a block. Well, I'm not doing anything crazy with it. It's already got First Strike and Death Touch. I feel like he's confused what to do. That doesn't matter. Okay. Our opponent doesn't know how First Strike and Death Touch works. That's bad. Well, his Pride Mate's huge now. Case of the Uneaten Feast. You got it. Well, I'm starting to think we've got this one. No lands, please. Slowly but surely. Actually, next turn we'll have enough mana to attack with Restless Cottage and give it Death Touch if I wanted to. But I think just continuing to give Glissa Vigilance is good enough. Costs 3 to give Double Strike, right? Yeah. Alright, opponent. You must do something. Opponent's flooding out. To be fair, we have also drawn a lot of lands. Another Glissa. Alright, well, let's give the Glissa Vigilance. I'm going to attack with both. I could get blown out here. His last card could be a removal spell. Got him. And we'll blow up this enchantment just for good measure. And that'll do it. All right. Glissa and Tristani. GG. All right, game number 4. Pistov. Sure. Forest for the opponent. Here's hoping our steed sticks around for a couple turns. If it's mono green, that's pretty likely. Gain some life. Steed is a nice inclusion just because it can help us against those aggro decks. Hunter's Talent with no target. All right. Well, this game's looking pretty over. Like, granted, our opponent did basically nothing, but I will take it. All right. Well, so far we're doing really good with this janky roulette deck, so I can't complain. Bagel Boy. All right, Bagel Boy. Opponent's going first. We don't have any white mana. A mulligan. This is better. We'll put back Rip, I think. I would like an untapped land to go Steed into either into Duke. It's mono red. Uh-oh. And they're on the play too. Oh, they mulligan to 5. Well, we got our untapped land. I'm fine with Eiley. We've got enough lands. Unfortunately, I don't think Steed's gonna help us a ton here. But with them mulliganing to 5, we might have a shot. Alright, well, here's hoping Steed sticks around for a turn. It's not going to stick around for a turn. They have something. A burst light. They had something for 1 red mana. Monstrous Rage, maybe? Monstrous Rage pumps anything enough to get over Steed, so we're going to let them just have their way. It's a lot of damage, but they're out of cards now, so... Alright, let's play Wily. Saddle. Attack. Get a free angel, block the bird with. So this might end up being really good. Like, we might, like, with them mulliganing to 5 and running out of cards that quickly, and us starting to be able to gain this life, we might be all right. And then again, half their deck cantrips, so they could just... Oh, they drew a land! They can buy back the Monstrous Rage, which is real bad for us. Are they really just not going to do anything? Like, you at least buy back something, right? Well, they're going... I guess we should take out the bigger threat first, since we can block the bird next turn anyway. Gonna buy back the Rage. Ooh, a Lenda. That gives us some lifelink on the ground, too. Alright, well, we're gonna leave the Angel back so that we've got 2 Angels to block with, since we know that Monstrous Rage can pump the show off quite a lot. And then Alinda can block the Swift Spear. I think we're good. Alright! Man! Like, yeah, they mulligan to 5, but I mean, Corey Steele mulliganing to 5 is not even bad for them half the time, so I don't care. We're still kicking butt. Alright, game number 6. I can't pronounce your name, but welcome to the game. We have colors, we have 2 drops and 3 drops. I'll keep it. Uh-oh, more is it? Well, combo will be... Ooh, that was a great draw. Combo will be very good against them. This turn, we're definitely playing Wily if our Seraphic Steed lives, though. If they have removal for the Steed, we'll play Combo. No blocks. I'm not that stupid. Oh, come on, don't have a Burst Lightning. Of course they have a Burst Lightning. Oh, okay. That's not as bad as Burst Lightning. I mean, we get down a mare here, right? Because he's gonna start making tokens this turn. He's gonna probably go land Corey Steele something. Or not, okay. Well, if that's all he does with this turn, he's attacking, so he's obviously got a Monstrous Rage or something, right? He doesn't use it. Don't need more Felithars. I'm gonna get down the Steed. We'll see if he has a Burst Lightning now. It's really annoying that he gets to play this show off still. Ren's Resolve is obnoxious. No attacks. Well, they obviously have something. It's either a Monstrous Rage or a Burn spell. It's just a matter of figuring out which one it is. Well, how much damage can he pump out? If he doesn't go absolutely crazy this turn and our Steed lives, we might have hope. Because we get a lot of incidental life gain next turn if our board stays alive. Because we gain a life from Wily Duke, we gain a life from Combo from the token we make, we gain a life from the Seraphic Steed. Light of Hand, that's not removal. I'm not gonna block. Because if he's got a Monstrous Rage, I'm losing my thing anyway. Yep, that is a lot of damage. But I get a monstrous roll, which is pretty sweet. So that actually helps me out next turn. All right. Now we're cooking with grease. Gain a life, draw a card. Get in with the horse. Make a token. Gain a life. Okay. Into the Flood Maw. That's what he chooses to bounce? Okay, well, we obviously have to block the bird here. Rage. It's still 9 damage. Jeez. And he's just got to have a burst lightning and we're dead. Oh, Drake Catcher doesn't do it. Oh boy. All right. Okay. All right. How do we capitalize on this? Let's get an untapped land off this. It's not an untapped land. All right. Well, then in that case, let's play another Seraphic Steed and Eiley. It should discourage them from attacking with their Drake Catcher. One card in hand. Monstrous Rage would pump Swift Spear to a... That's not enough. Okay, wow, are we about to actually legit... We just won like an actual game against a real Is It Prowess deck. That was pretty sweet. Nice. All right, game 7. We are currently 5-1 with this nonsense. Let's see if we can keep it up. This is a pretty decent hand. We'll keep. Another Is It deck. Okay, well we can't keep getting lucky against these decks, especially with this one on the play. Mill that. Looks like the opponent's planning on cantripping or something. No? Okay. Island. Corey Steelcutter. Alright, let's get down Malira. That's the biggest body we can put down on the field right now. Untapped land would be amazing, but I don't know if we're going to get that lucky. Well, the opponent just stocking up this turn is good. It gives us... They have a very slow start. So at least that gives us some hope. If we can draw an untapped land here, that would be incredible. Because then we could get down Tristani. And then Wilt Leaf Liege the following turn would provide us with some very big attackers. Or blockers if we need them. Oh, untapped land is so good. Alright, Tristani is a nice big body, so that should help us block some amount of damage from whatever they do this turn. Depending on how much mana they leave open, though, I might just let the damage go through and play Wilt Leaf Liege and hope. Another Steel Cutter. Man, I would give anything for Comball right now. Burst Lightning my face, sure. Alright, so they have a blue mana left, so we can safely block one of these. If they attack. They might not. They're not attacking. Alright. Fabled Passage, we'll go get a white mana. Wilt Leaf Liege says hello. You can go ahead and take 11, please, and thank you. Alright, well, let's see if they can kill us this turn. If they just swing out and we block with Wilt Leaf and they get rid of Wilt Leaf, we've still got lethal on the backswing, so... Stock up is not lethal this turn, that's for sure. Now, if they go land, Monstrous Rage, how much is that? That is a lot of damage if they manage to pull 2 Monstrous Rages, or even just 2 Cantrips. Because land, cantrip, cantrip would make those 2 tokens 4/4s after the Quarry Steel swap, and then one of the 2 tokens would be 3. It wouldn't be lethal. Monstrous Rage, yeah, that's rough. All right, so if they have a second monstrous, I mean, we're definitely blocking, right? And then we can sacrifice the Malira to bring the Wiltleaf back. Is it really a second Monstrous Rage? Wow, is that lethal? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 13. No, we live. Okay. Woof. We just beat a very impressive... it was slow, but that was a lot of damage, taking us to 6-1. What? This is awesome. All right, game number 8. Raid. I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person. We've got colors, 2 drops, 3 drops. Take it. Shadowy Backstreet for the opponent. Underground Mortuary for us. We'll take more lands. Soul Search. Ooh, what do they take? Steed. They have respect for the steed. I appreciate that. All right. Well, Glissa's pretty sweet. They obviously have removal. There's a stick. Oh no, the stick could be Demolition Field. Keydoke. All right, let's go get a basic. What do we want? We have green, white. We have everything. So what do we want more of? We've got a black, white land enhancer. Probably green. All right. I mean, we haven't gotten to do the cool Rotodropic stuff yet or anything, but this deck has just been pretty solid, like nice curve, powerful creatures kind of deal. Let's get down Comball. I want to play Felithar, but I think there's a higher likelihood Comball is going to do something for us than Felithar. Felithar is really good if we get a Rotodropic on the field. Severance Priest. Oh, we might get to do the Severance Priest thing with Comball, maybe. Cease. That's a card I wish we could be playing in our multicolor deck, but we're not allowed to play instants and sorceries. Deadly Cover-Up. Oh, it sucks. What are they taking from us? Glissa, probably. Come on, untap land so we can play Gitrog. Eiley? Why are they so scared of Eiley? That's not an untapped land. I guess we're playing Felithar. Steed. We need lands. No, I will not sacrifice the steed. It's a mighty steed. All right. Opponent has lots of lands. What are they going to do with it? Come on, untapped land, and we can just get rog him twice, and he's done. We've had a pretty good run so far, so I can't complain if we don't manage to snag this one, but... Oh! Kaya! Kaya's rough. Tristani, huh? That's actually pretty nice. And let's give the steed vigilance, because why not? Go after Kaya. Make an angel. It's annoying because he can exile another thing, but he loses Kaya if he does that, so... yes, I will scry one. I would like a land, please. He's literally just dead if we can get down... Get Rog Monster. Oh, Maze Mind Tome makes me think he's playing Ugin. There's a land. Glissa. If he doesn't have removal, we technically have lethal here. My problem is he could block with Fortress. I think we go after Kaya. We go face. We go face. Okay. Does he have removal for the token? He could draw removal. Alright, so Kai is gone at least. It's such a risk. I'm gonna do this. Lands and Kaya. Okay, so that was actually a really good risk we just took. And then we've got a hasty Gitrog, so he can draw a card here. If it's removal, he gets a 7/7, which is annoying. Alright, well, Gitrog. We did it! Through a board wipe and removal and Kaya. Oh, man. That puts us to 7-1. Kilgar. I can't believe that I'm actually climbing the Mythic Ladder with this right now. I've been playing like actually tuned decks the last few days and just like hovering around 88%. And then I Deck Roulette this deck up and wind up with actual progress back up the ladder. Oh, this is gonna be rough though. Boros is rough. This might be our first loss, especially on the play. Fear of missing out. Ugh. Discarding an Emberheart Challenger, it means that their hand's all better than that. Well, I guess we play Malira. That's the only thing that can actually maybe block something next turn. I don't care. I'm really impressed with how we've been doing with this deck so far. We beat like 3 Izzet decks two of them actually had like good hands. Slick shot, show off. I'm assuming we're gonna get monstrous raged here. It's irresponsible to block, right? Because it doesn't do anything. Literally, I'm just giving up my Malira for free, pretty much. We're gonna die before we can do anything. Glissa's helpful, but we're already at 7, so even with Glissa, that might not be enough. I mean, he could kill us with just the show off, honestly, so we're just gonna have to hope. Battlefield Forge, Monastery Swift Spear. Well, that's not an enchantment. Neither is that. All right, maybe there's some hope. You can only get in with the bird. Oh, he's going for it. All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to get rid of the scavenger and the fear. Absolutely worth it to lose Malira here. That was gutsy. Steed and Zahir. No attacks. Well, the problem is, if he ever draws a monstrous rage, we're just dead to the Heartfire hero anyway. Which is very sad. But now, next turn, I can play Wiltleaf Liege, pump the Seraphic Steed, and make an Angel to block the bird. Okay, that's not lethal or anything. Actually, it is. Wait. There's no way out of this. I have to block with the Seraphic Steed and give it up. I think I still die. Since it's already done damage, I guess I should sacrifice it to surveil. No, that was wrong. That was wrong. That was so bad. I'm so bad. I'm at 1. I'm dead. Oh, that's unfortunate. Good game. We tried. Even top decking a land, he still won. Did I mess that up? No, because he had... Yeah, if I hadn't sacrificed, I'd still have Zahir on the battlefield, but we still would have lost, so... I shouldn't have sacrificed the Steed, though. Alright, last game. Game number 10. We're 7-2 right now, though, so if we had done a standard best of 1 event, we would have cleared it, so... Whether we win or lose this game, this deck's performing. It's pretty sweet. This does not have any white in it, so we're gonna mulligan. This is much better. We will put back Gitrog here. Another Izzet deck. Alright, well... This is another case of does the Steed live? They're on the play, which sucks, but... Island, Storm Chaser's talent. And, jeez, okay. Calm down. It's just turn 2 and we're already at 13. Alright. Storm Chaser's talent. No blocks. Another monstrous rage. Wow. All right. And we're at 3 now. Beautiful. All right, let's draw a card, gain a life. Attack. Make an angel, gain a life. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though. Okay, the opponent's only got 1 non-land left. It's a show-off. Oh my gosh, are we going to pull this off again? We might actually pull this off again. Against a legitimately good start from the opponent. Again. We're at 5. We've got 2 flying blockers. Guys, I think we're going to beat Is It Corey on the draw with this jank when they had the start they had. That was a ridiculous start for them. Oh my gosh. I mean, they've got 3 cards now. They can still deal a lot of damage. Stock up. Yep. Pump it all up. But we're at 12 and we have 12 damage of blockers. So this is going here. This is going here. This is going here, here, and here. Wow! Is that still lethal? 10, so 4. It's okay, we're still alive. We did it! We beat Corey 4 games! 4 Corey matches in these 10 games, and we beat all 4 of them. Wow. That's 8-2, guys. Alright, and we're back for the post-game wrap. So this deck, like, I don't know what to say. We had an 80% win rate. It's only 10 games, but I mean, this was a completely jank build. We don't have any instants or sorceries. We have no removal in the deck. We have no monocolored cards, so we're missing so many powerful legendaries that are 1 color. It's literally just all creatures. Like, I didn't even put there weren't even any good enchantments or artifacts to play because of the multicolor restrictions. So even with all the restrictions that we were put through, we still managed 80% win rate. And then look at this. Look at this. We played 4 Corey matches. Now, one of the Corey matches they mulled to 5, but they still had a pretty good start for a mull to 5. And the other 3 Corey Steel matches had like really good starts, and we beat them all. Beat 2 Orzhov decks. The only decks we lost to was like a Grixis deck and a Borosaurus deck, and I was not expecting this deck to perform this well. If you look like here, let me see if I can get this here. So if you look here above my head, you can see this is where we went from like 88% Mythic to 92% Mythic. Look at this like hovering I've been doing prior to that. I've literally been stuck down in the 84 to 88 range for like 3 days. And then I queue this deck up and get back up into the 90% again. So I'm not telling you to go craft this deck or anything, but I would say this was a very successful Deck Roulette challenge. I was not expecting to build a deck with these restrictions. It wasn't an easy deck to build because I just didn't know what 3 colors to go, because it had to be 3 colors. And I didn't want to cheat and just make it 2 colors and with like 1 or 2 colors, cards that were a 3rd color. So I went full Abzan. And honestly, the cards that made me go Abzan were Wiltleaf Leash because of the fact that it's good in the meta right now. And the fact that we're going to have a lot of legendaries because of the rares and mythics restriction. Uh, so, with Rada Drobic, I figured, at least we can get to a point where if our opponent's killing our stuff, we're getting copies of it. But we actually didn't even draw Rada Drobic a single time the whole thing, which was kind of disappointing. But the deck did really great. I'm really happy. This was such a fun challenge. So I want to know what restrictions you would put on a deck for the next deck roulette. So please, in the comments below, let me know what restrictions you would put on the deck. I want to hear it. And maybe I'll pick your restriction to put in the next video. Who knows? So I also would love it if you'd let me know your feedback and how much, whether you like this, if you want to see more of these other formats. For right now, I think I'm going to keep it standard because I know most of you are standard players. But I definitely want to do other formats in the future too. So let me know in the comments. Do it. Do it. Let me know in the comments. I want to know. I want to know what you're thinking. I'll catch you in the next one.